A few different things actually. I'm going to turn this into a little bit of a rant, and I want it to kind of be a friendly rant, and I'm saying that because I've been around this game for so long, and there's so many of you out there that really care about getting better. I think the masses want a quick fix, and there's not a whole lot I can do for them, and they're probably not going to like what I have to say, but there are enough of you out there that care enough that are willing to put in smart time. You know, it's all about smart time. It's not about how much time you put in. I've got a few things that I want to show you, and almost what I prefer to do is bring up more questions rather than answer things for you, to start a debate on or get you thinking in a little bit different direction. You know, I was out giving some lessons yesterday, and I was watching a very diligent young man working on his golf game, very diligent, had all the sticks, had everything out there, and he was working on his backswing, working on his backswing. I did that too. I did it years and years and years ago, and I look at it now and I'm going, Mark, you weren't very bright. And I'm going to tell you why. Because sticking a golf club in a certain position doesn't do much. The golf club can't learn anything. Your muscles learn a certain position isn't correct. But let me give you a little insight on a few different things that might make some sense to a lot of you. I'm very much now into learning balance conditions. The reason being, your swing is your club, your hands, and your arms. The swing is relatively easy. Your hands don't disobey you, your arms don't disobey you. They do what you tell them to do. Once you got them where they're supposed to be, almost everything then is alignments and balance. Unfortunately for us, or fortunately for us humans, we learn whatever we do. If we do wrong more often than we do right, we learn wrong. Our brain doesn't have a no-no button where it can delete the ones you don't want and only keep the ones you do want. So practice is extremely important, that if you can organize your time practicing so that you do right much more often than you do wrong, you're on the way there. There's this other old thing that we've always known, or most of us have heard in our lifetimes, called you learn what you pay attention to. If putting the golf club in a certain spot allows me to learn what balance I have, then learning is happening. But if you're paying attention to where you're putting the club, as opposed to paying attention to what that's doing to your balance, I'm going to suggest you're not learning, or your learning is going to take forever, if you ever get it. I don't expect a whole lot of people to gravitate towards this, because the swing is a sexy thing, and we just keep wanting to, but there's so much evidence to prove that it doesn't work, but yet we keep wanting to do it. Crazy. I was guilty of sin of it too. I did it. Guilty as sin. But I know better now. So I just want to kind of pass it along. So I'm going to give you like 3 different scenarios that at least might tweak. It'll tweak enough of you that you'll like my stuff and you'll gravitate towards it. The other ones I can't, they're not going to, so it really doesn't matter anyways. Okay, so let me give you 3 different things. You've all seen, you must have heard about the Tour Striker. The golf club's on the market. It's probably the biggest selling training device in the world right now. And it is built so that your hands have to be ahead of the golf ball at impact. Wonderful idea. If your hands are behind, ball doesn't go in the air. Instant feedback. I'm going to suggest, though, let me just put this aside for a second. I'm going to suggest how you can really get it to work for you is understand it actually gets your weight on your front foot. It gets your weight on your front foot. This is what the learning should be. I can't perceive how it teaches your hands to stay ahead. I can't perceive how it teaches your arms to do this. But I can understand how it teaches your body to learn to like the condition that causes compression. That makes a ton of sense to me, for compression reasons. This, I understand, is learning. Okay, that's just one. Secondly, I don't know if you've ever seen this, but I'll give you a really good look at it. It's a really, really, really tiny-headed golf club. I've had it for about 3 months now, and I have yet to find anybody that can slice it. Okay, right away. Is that not fascinating? I've never had anyone that can slice this yet. So what most people do is they hit it, and I dare them to slice it, and they can't, and they just laugh. Whoa, stop, whoa. It's telling you something. Well, again, let me tell you what I know. If you never learn to put your weight way out on your toes and come way out on your heels, you can't slice a golf ball. It's not so much the swing, it's your balance conditions. With a little weenie head like this, the brain automatically knows you better not do anything goofy. If you're doing anything goofy, you're going to miss the golf ball down there. Yes, I am saying the big-headed golf clubs have not helped us, and they haven't. Statistics will tell you that I'm right. The big-headed golf clubs are not proven to lower your scores whatsoever. The average handicap still hasn't moved in 50 years, maybe one, that's it. Something to be said about this. I grew up around Mo Norman, and Mo could be the greatest ball striker that ever lived, but he had a really funky, funny-looking swing. Everybody laughed at it. They never looked at how come it goes so straight, so we missed the whole boat. The same thing as with my little PST thing here. It makes sure that I don't do anything goofy. Again, what I'm stating to you is the swing is easy. It's the balance that you're not paying attention to. Everybody wants good balance, but they don't know what it is, and they don't know how to get it. So that's the second thing. The third thing is my weight shift monitor that I created to make sure that I can get my weight where I have to compress the golf ball. Again, if you can see in my mind, I'm learning to like this. I have to learn to like it. I don't ever want to get into the habit of this, and people that are doing this don't even know they're doing it. I have one other thing that I want to suggest just for this clip is the other experimenting that I have been doing is I've been daring people that have been hookers of the golf ball. I've been daring them to put something under their heels and hit a hook. So I'm going to leave you with this. If you are a hooker of the golf ball, go get a 2x4, put it under your heels, and then hit some golf balls. I think you would have to agree by doing this, we did not work on your swing whatsoever. Didn't work on your swing whatsoever. If you put the 2x4 under your heels and you no longer hit a hook, the light bulb should come on and go, okay, what's up with that? Well, what's up with it is it doesn't let you get to the inside of the golf ball and go out. Hook. Think about it. There's going to be lots more. I'll put lots more on this, but I hope it intrigued you enough to look into my website, www.laginload.com, laginload.com. I'll put it on the screen. But it's just intriguing. So I hope I raised some questions for you to go into and take a look and say, okay, I want to hear some more. Hope you enjoy.